thing I want to ask.
Ooh, this is touchy.
White rappers and white people.
What about them, man? I love them.
Well, me too.
What
Right?
about them, man? I love white people, man. You know what? And I love the white girls. Love them.
Right?
Love them.
Me too.
Love them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think
Yeah.
that white people lean more to white rappers?
When we fucking don't give them the bly. Yeah.
Like, okay, I'll give you an example. Like, I know a lot of different white guys who a lot of their top, not their top five, who they think is the top five best of all time, but their favorites,
Will be.
like, there'll be like 3 or 4 of the favorites out of the 5 are white people.
Why not? Because that's what they can relate to. It's just like what we could relate to.
And that's what I'm not even asking this in a malicious way. It's like, why are they doing that? Like, I'm looking for information.
Yo, I'm being real. There's white boy rap, and it's pretty damn good. There's this guy named Pro something. He's an older white guy, and I'll find him. I'll pull him up. He has songs with like Redman. He's like, but when you hear him, you think it's a brother. I'm being real. Let's get it on on the Canadian side. When I listen to guys like Money Marlowe, he might be. You can't tell if he's white or black, right? But by his shade, you would think he's a white boy. So he tends to get more audience from the white guys. You know what I'm saying? But he fits in still with our community. So I give him, like, he doesn't get a black. He's there.
Right.
I listen to his music because he's kicking that shit. You get what I'm saying? What about that dude from Boston? Mills.
Yeah, he's down with Jadakiss and them.
Okay, now you see what I'm saying? There's a difference when you listen to his music. It's some hood shit. So you get that feeling when you hear, you know what I mean? When you hear someone from Griselda, you get what I'm saying? So you get that hood feel, you get that lyrical feel and everything. But now when I listen to Classified, it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
Because he has more of an appeal of commercial sense.
So are you saying that, like, the white people who tend to go to the white rap are like the ones who are looking for non-hood rap?
Because they can't really understand it, and if they've been in hood situations, they ain't trying to go back. That's attraction.
Because like there's enough white people who grew up in the hood too, so they're just gonna listen to whatever.
For sure.
And they're not just going to section off to say, you know what, I do like all hip hop, but I especially like these white guys.
It's very touchy because there's a lot of white guys that know way more about hip hop than them brothers do.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm asking.
Okay.
I'm asking, do you think that white people tend to say, you know what, I'm going to go for this guy more because he's a white guy?
Okay, they don't listen to trap or anything like that, or they don't listen to what's trendily in right now. They tend to go to the underground boom bap guy that's I'd never heard of in my life. Right. But they'll be like, yo, this is the guy. Like, I'm being real, working with, like, I work with DJ Slam and Maloney. They are white guys, but they're in the hip hop industry and they have a different side of the culture.
Right.
They're talking to me about guys I've never, ever have even thought of hearing of, and I'll hear some of their music and it's actually pretty dope.
Are these guys that they're talking about white guys?
Yep. Yeah. Pretty much, yeah.
Well, this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and I understand because it's lyrical, consonantal, blah, 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 blah.
Yes, but there's a bunch of black guys who do that shit too.
Yeah, but there's just somewhere in there you hear the grittiness.
You know what I'm saying?
And then you relate to it. You know what I mean? There's somewhere in it you can hear the grittiness and you can relate to it. It's just like battle rap. Right?
Talk to me.
Dude, most battle rappers aren't all black. Some of the best ones are not black, right?
Yeah.
Right? They're white. When I go to like KOTD and stuff, what mostly in the crowd, what is there?
White guys.
Thank you. And can I be real? The biggest consumer of hip hop is
white people.
Right? So I love y'all. Keep buying it.
Shit. Like,
right?
Once hip hop started becoming more mainstream and it started becoming like growing out of the hood, that's when like the money really started coming in, obviously.
Yeah, so that's where I'm saying that's where they went. That's where it makes sense. Where if a rapper if a kid growing up in Sudbury who knows nothing about Jada Finch is hearing Eminem, they're gonna grasp the Eminem because they probably want to really kill their mom. You get what I'm saying? And then Eminem was talking about killing his mom. So they have a different.
And also seeing him on the screen, they'd be like, "Hey, that looks like me." Yeah.
Right. So it's like it's creating your own world, right? It's what is really what matters to me. Is if it's in your world and you agree with it, then it's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, real talk.
Real talk. And I like a lot of rappers that don't look like me. I'm being real. I listen to Mills. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
I listen to every freaking like Action Bronson is one of my favorite rappers.
Yeah. And
right.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna be like, oh well, I only like the black rappers. Like that's not me. I'm like,
no,
it's whatever. Like just by chance, because hip hop is like a black predominant and music genre.
Yeah.
My top 5 rappers are black guys. You know what I'm saying?
Because
but it's not because they're black guys. It's just because they're my top 5.
Okay. For instance, though, when I first heard Eminem, right before he became all mainstreamy, he was one of my favorite rappers.
Yeah.
And he still kind of is, but you know what I mean? There's new shit that took over. So it's just like I'm into that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we have a different twist to it when you come from where we come from, because we'll listen to some old school, we'll listen to some MFC, some OGC, some Boot Camp Click, and then we can flip it and we're listening to some trap. You all of a sudden you're playing some Pimp C, or you know what I mean? You got some Young Thug on. Like that's us, right? That's what we can, and then we can relate, we can hear it and be like, woo, that's what they on. Now, like in that world, they're just sticking straight to the boom bap. Let's just be real, right? Straight. What they know, like, lyrical content, no dancey thing.
Yeah.
That's it. You know what I mean? But that's how we do.
No, man. Well, listen, salute to all the white rappers out there.
Yeah.
And the white people.
I love y'all.
You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean? My kids are half white.
Yeah. We
love hip hop.